Hello, everybody, and welcome to Nintendo Power Block, episode 178. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Dirrig, and alongside me, as always, the technical difficulty, Edward Varnell.
We have found out who the fifth fighter is.
Yes. It's not as exciting as some people wanted, but I'm okay with it. But anyways, how's it going, Ed? How was your nap?
My nap was unexpected. That happened. So I am sorry, everybody, that this is late. Didn't mean for it to happen, and technical difficulties with technology. But overall, than that, I've been good. I was super excited for the show, and I couldn't wait to have this discussion.
So excited he passed out.
Pretty much, yeah.
So yeah, I've just been, working on website stuff, and I found our first 15 episodes of Nintendo Power Block that we ever did that aren't on audio feeds or on the Nintendo Power or the Boss Rush Games YouTube channel. So probably next Thursday, we're just going to do a big power dump of old Nintendo Power Block episodes, the first 15 episodes that we've ever recorded. Adrian's on there, Kyle's on there, Ray's on there. So, there's quite a slew of cast members that you'll be hearing maybe for the first time, maybe for the 100th time. Who knows? So,
yes.
I've been going through all of our old YouTube channels and gathering classic content. So,
and this classic, all right.
Everything
our
is
production.
Oh boy, yeah. It's all gonna be labeled classic content.
We're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting. But I found old Let's Plays. I found old Power Blocks. I found old unboxing videos that were real bad. So it's going to be interesting, probably month and a half of Thursdays on Boss Rush Games. But
I was telling you, Corey, that just show people what our progress is when they ask us about how you guys started and how making the content is. Well, I think people will finally get to see if they haven't.
I hope they don't go see it. I hope they're just like, just tell us, and we'll be like, yeah, okay. So yeah, that's been a real treat to go back to and find and kind of gather and organize and stuff. So yeah, wow. Okay.
Man, how many years was that?
Our first episode was, let me check here. I have, where did it go? Hold on. I can tell you our first ever episode of Nintendo Power Block when it was recorded. Yeah, we'll go here. It's really fascinating to go back and see all this. All right, to give people a little history lesson here on Nintendo Power Block, our first ever episode was recorded on June 21st, 2016.
Wow, 4 years. But I knew you longer than that.
Yeah. This was the first. This was the first episode recorded at DNA, and there's a couple other things that you were on before that.
Okay. Yes.
But it wasn't the Nintendo show yet. There's a couple just like videos and all these other things that we tried, and yeah, it's yeah, it was interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you. Very interesting to go back and see all these things. So
goodness, I was 36 at Toys R Us. Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot on this DNA page that I went back and looked at. Like, I think you were on this Nintendo Direct reaction show that we were doing for Fire Emblem for Let me tell you how old this is. This was a Fire Emblem Fates video
Wow.
that we did. And that was on... Hold on. Looks like that was in January of 2016. Maybe. So, yeah, there's some old stuff over there, man. A lot of interesting Let's Play videos. I recorded all of Gears 4. I didn't know I did that, but I did. So that was really interesting to go back and look at all this. But our first dude, oh my gosh, the intro to this first episode was so bad. Oh my gosh, dude, it was so bad. Terrible. I was a terrible host. Why did anybody ever let me do that?
I think we both were, or us, we were excited just to be recording a podcast together, and definitely about Nintendo. Like, my love and hype for Nintendo is still strong from that very day, and it was just, to me, it was just like I finally get to podcast with someone about Nintendo, and I was super happy. And I know I missed a lot of episodes in the beginning due to work, but man,
well, there was a couple months where we didn't record an episode at all, but then there was like a big span where we recorded 2 in a week. So
yeah,
I mean, yeah, man,
And even when we didn't record, we was always on Messenger, messaging each other, being straight nerds.
Yeah, it was a good time. Let me tell you, the stuff we were recording at the time was fun. So
yes.
So before we get into the actual show and the breakdowns and everything, we're going to start with our first non-Tendo question. Are you ready, Ed? Because I didn't send you any of these. So
no, because I forgot. I'm excited.
Jose Mendez writes in, and he says, now that we know all the fighters from Season 1, which of the major first parties would you like to see a Smash-style all-star fighting game? Well, I'm assuming he means Microsoft and Sony. I don't know. I think they both have pretty interesting rosters to try to do something. I don't know if I would want a Smash style game. I think I would want more of a Street Fighter style game. I don't know. I just feel like the characters in those games feel like they would belong in that kind of fighting. Which I guess Microsoft has Killer Instinct, which is sort of gone that route a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I know General Ram and the Arbiter, and there's a Battletoad in there, I think, somewhere. So
I remember Master Chief being in one of the Dead or Alive games.
Nobody wants to remember that. I don't even think Microsoft wants to remember that.
Well, yeah, but because I remember Microsoft having a fighting game. I think during the 360 days. I think it was the original Xbox or 360, because one of them they had to stop selling the game because they had to take some Mormon music out or some Chanting music out. So that had became controversial. I don't know. I don't think Microsoft has anything enough to make a fighter. Sony has tried with their library, but it really is kind of hard to pinpoint what I will want, or I will see, because Master Chief versus the cars from Forza, that's impossible.
Oh, come on. There's more than that. There's more than that for Microsoft. There's Halo, you could do a couple different characters from Halo. You could do Master Chief, you could do like someone from Reach or something. You could do the Arbiter. In Gears, you could do Marcus. You could do JD and Kate and all that kind of stuff. And you can do pull from Perfect Dark and Banjo and Battletoads. I guess Killer Instinct could have characters in there too. But
yeah.
I feel like I
I
feel
don't.
like the roster is deeper than you're letting on a little bit.
Well, I kind of feel like for first party for Microsoft, there's not it's not big enough for me to really pull like crazy first party Smash style cats. I would probably have to look at a list of it because of course like the character like a made up character from Fable or you know I think now because they acquired other developers, um, we probably could see some of their titles having characters for their games, like uh, maybe one of the people from the Outer World, or maybe someone from Wasteland 3. Maybe they get Cuphead characters in there. I, I just feel like Microsoft doesn't have for me personally. That's why I said just for me, they don't have enough for me to draw like a like a list, And yes, Killer Instinct is that, but I'm like, well, just make a Killer Instinct game, like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why don't you just like make a game, like add characters to an already existing game that you have, right? I mean, I don't even know if Sony would even have a cast of characters that would be interesting enough to do a fighting game. I mean, I guess you could. I mean, like the only characters that would be interesting would be Kratos, Aloy, and Spider-Man. I guess. I mean, what are you gonna have like random Killzone soldier versus Nathan Drake? That's not fun,
Right.
Unless you went like the cartoony route and you could do like Sackboy and Parappa the Rapper, and like they already did and nobody bought it. So,
yeah, and like I think because Nintendo has so many first party IPs, and so many series in a game, adding new characters that they could draw from different series to make up that cast.
Like every single Fire Emblem game.
Well, Fire Emblem, of course, like Mario, the Donkey Kong games, of course, Metroid, Samus, but you also got Splatoon. You got goodness, Star Fox. You could grab from. If they really wanted to, they could grab from like Eternal Darkness. Now,
well, I mean, Nintendo already has the fighting game. It's Smash, right? Like, I mean, you just don't need a fighting game because you already have the fighting game. So,
right.
I mean, I wouldn't say no, but I don't know. I just feel like Smash is just so much better and more accessible and everything. So I don't know. I like Smash better, and yeah.
And like I said, it just depends on the list of games that they could take it from to do it.
Yeah, I mean that's true too, but I just don't think I'm not saying that Sony doesn't have enough characters to do it. I just think their cast of characters isn't diverse enough to make it interesting,
Fighter. Yes.
So I don't know. I would rather just see Nintendo kind of stay at this, and then Microsoft stay at, like, I think what would be more interesting for Microsoft would be like do their own like big shooter with all the Microsoft characters in it,
Oh yeah.
But that's just me. So all right, Ed, what do you say we get into some of this housekeeping and move on into the show?
Yes.
This is Nintendo Power Block, Boss Rush Games Nintendo Podcast. Remember, you can email the show at nintendopowerblock@gmail.com or find our social media threads throughout Boss Rush Games when we ask for questions. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Boss Rush Games or on Twitter at Boss_Rush_Games. We are also doing live shows again, so you can follow us on Mixer and Twitch at Boss Rush Games Live. That is mixer.com/Boss Rush Games Live and twitch.tv/Boss Rush Games Live. Also, check out our content on bossrushgames.com. We have a couple minor announcements here. Ed and I are playing around with doing a full night of Nintendo content, probably Thursday nights when we record the show. So we would start around probably 8:30 Eastern time with a kind of like a pre-show kind of conversation, and kind of answer people who are in the chat, answer their questions, or have discussions with everybody, and then move into the actual recording of the podcast. And then like we used to do, kind of record the retro game show after the podcast. Of course, if there is something major like a Nintendo Direct or a new trailer, I've created a new logo for the Nintendo Direct recap show, which we do. We used to do for our old network, and we're going to bring it back. So if there's a Nintendo Direct, a major Nintendo Direct, like today's Smash, we'll just Direct, we'll just cover it in the news. But if there's a major Nintendo Direct, we are going to take about 15 minutes before the recording of the podcast and kind of break down the news and the big announcements from the Direct, and kind of pick out our favorite stuff before the podcast. And then we'll kind of break it down a little bit in the podcast as well for the audio listeners. But the Direct recap show is going to be a YouTube only show, or a live show also if you're watching on Twitch or Mixer. So come follow us live on Mixer and Twitch. We really do appreciate your follow. Also subscribe to our YouTube page. We have the Retro Game Show and a few other things coming up. Pod and Play is starting soon, probably the first week of February, I want to say. We're going to start that. So check that out. Also, we are officially bringing back Arsenal X, the Xbox podcast for Boss Rush Games. Jesse just sent me the new file for the remixed intro, and it sounds fantastic. It's really good. It might be my favorite thing he's ever done.
At the moment.
Yeah. Well, I did say that about the Boss Rush podcast.
Yes.
Song, but I'm just saying Jesse is elevating his game. So
yeah, he's our music producer.
Yeah. So I encourage everybody to look out for that. Also, Standard Definition and 1v1 are coming starting next week on the Boss Rush podcast feed. So you can they're going to flip-flop every other week. So every other Friday we're going to do an interview with a creator, and then every other Friday we're doing Standard Definition. So very excited for that as well. We've got a lot of people lined up for 1v1 and guesting on the shows. So look out for that. And I think that's going to do it for housekeeping. Remember to like, subscribe, and share our YouTube page, and rate and review on your podcast service of choice. It really helps with discoverability, and we would appreciate your help in doing so.
Yes.
Now, Ed, we're going to get into what we've been playing. I'm going to let you start. What have you been playing?
So, in coming weeks, people will be able to see this, but me and Corey did finish The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, 100%. I got all the heart containers, all the specials, and like items that's in the game. So you guys will be able to see me play that and hear us having a discussion. That was super, super fun. Really enjoyed The Link to the Past. Played a little more Sparklight, getting that done. I know there is Puzzles and Dragons game that came out. I brought it, but I didn't fully download it because I got to take some stuff off my Switch, and I haven't focused on doing that yet. But I did start up the first episode of Batman: The Enemy Within. And it's okay, I guess. It wasn't it wasn't anything.
Did you finish the first one?
The first Batman game?
Yeah,
I finished that. I finished that one on Xbox One. So when Telltale was still up and running, because me and Kyle got talking about a shout out to Kyle. me and him, we got talking about it. He got me into buying the game, so I ended up buying the game, and I ended up loving the first episode, and then loving the second one, and I just keep playing through. Like, actually, funny story about it. Back to the Future was actually my first Telltale game that came on Nintendo on the Wii. But I never just played it all. But Batman, the Telltale Adventure, was my actual first Telltale game that I actually played and beat. That I fell in love with, and so I made my decisions, try to stay good and everything. And I think when I got to now that I'm playing The Enemy Within, it was just like I don't know where this is going. But I am intrigued. I think I just have to stay there to get the complete setup, and I think hopefully when actually beat the game, get an understanding of what, like, oh, okay, that was cool, and then hopefully go back and make some different decisions on some things. But it's not bad. I'm not saying that it's not bad. It's just I just gotta stick with it. I pick it up, play some, and then put it down. But it's just like, no, I need to play this for the next 3 hours, and get this whole chapter together, and then move on to something else. So, have you played it, Corey?
I played the first episode of the first one, but like I told you in the chat, there's some issues with downloading the rest of the game off of Xbox.
Yes.
So I put it down, but I did re-download it on the Switch, and the Switch file is the whole game. So
yeah, and that's how The Enemy Within is. It's all 5 chapters.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna play it there, which I would have liked to have played it on Xbox just for the achievements to keep track for our backlog challenge. But
yeah,
I will probably just end up playing it on Switch because it's where I have the whole game, to be honest. So I know it is coming to Xbox on what, the 15th? Today. Today I think was the first day of the Batman Telltale game, like the full game to download on for free. So
is it the for Gates with Gold?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I might try it again, but if it doesn't work, then I'm just gonna play it on Switch because I was really into it. Like, I really loved that first episode. And
it's really good.
It is. I'm not a big comic book guy in general, but I do like Batman when it's done right. Like, I really like the Arkham games, but this was just such a unique take on Batman, and just the stories that you've heard 100 times being turned on their head, and just in different ways is just man, I was really into it. When I was so disappointed when I couldn't play the second episode because it just wouldn't download, and the store page isn't there. Every time you type in Batman, it's like there's an error on the Microsoft page. So it's fine. I'll just play it on Switch, but I think the Batman one is one of my favorite ones that they've done. So
yeah,
I haven't played many of them, but like I like The Wolf Among Us, and I like Batman. So
The Wolf Among Us is a bonkers good, and I can't believe that didn't come to Switch, right?
Not yet. I think they are going to. This new company that it has all the Telltale rights. Well, not all of them, but I know they have the rights to Batman and Wolf Among Us, and I think Tales from the Borderlands, and I think they do want to bring all those to Switch at some point, which is cool because I would love to play all those on at any point, because if you download the Telltale games on Switch, it's the whole game instead of just episode by episode, which is really nice, and I really I just hope they do that because it's a nice thing. So
yeah, I mean, it just makes sense. It really does. I don't know why it happened with Microsoft, but I think there was some kind of policy or some kind of coding problem or something. I think that was because they was just like they had set it to each episode to like $100, and I think it was the 360 version.
Well, it's
So
not. It's not just that. Like your achievements don't pop either on Xbox, which is what really made me mad.
That's literally weird. So yeah, download it and see what you think.
Well, I got it. It was like $3 and $4 for the whole season, which was crazy.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, and like if you want me to run through it with you, I can. If not, I'll just wait. Cause then I wonder if I pop in my disc version. Since I have all 5 episodes, will they play?
I
don't know.
I don't know either.
So,
but we'll see. But continue. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail the
conversation. No, that's fine. Still playing Jamestown Plus, like really trying to beat this final level. I'm really doing my best. I end up being the first section of the boss. It changes to another boss, and I'm like, oh dang it, if I could just beat this boss, I will be done with this game. But there's more work that I need to put into. Like I said, played a little bit more Sparklight. There are some games that I did pick up. I like I said, I mentioned the Puzzles and Dragons. I was surprised that came out to Switch because it dropped Tuesday. And this is from Gunco. They said I believe it's a new one, like Puzzles and Dragons Go. It's a new one, but I just haven't. Because I don't have any space, I wasn't able to download. So I think I got to get rid of some stuff. Like I need to get rid of like the burn trade fiddle mystery games. I can take that off my system. I don't need them anymore. I played a little bit more Just Shapes and Beats. Really enjoyed that. Was getting made some progress, but then was getting my tail kicked, and it's just like I need my headphones for this game. And I seen my Shovel Knight, and I didn't pop it in yet. I really want to pop in Shovel Knight, redo everything, and go through all the DLC and stuff. And I'm thinking I'm gonna do that probably this weekend. Which I had to talk to you about something after we get done with the show, because I just found something out at work, and I'm just like, oh really? Oh, okay, cool. So I'm excited to talk to you about that. I gotta buy the Smash DLC, and then I'm next week I'm gonna buy season 2 for it. I need to update my Smash. I haven't popped it in, but pretty much that's all I've been.
I need to do that too. I'm just gonna do it right now.
my Switch is charging over there. I haven't started the Penny Punching Princess. I can't wait to start that. I need to update my blood. Blood, is it Bloodlines? No.
Bloodstained.
Yeah, I need to update that because I know there's a new patch in, and I need to start working more on that game. Depending how, man, I literally may because by the time you guys like see this, if you missed the live recording, I will have Tokyo Mirage session.
I will too. It's already preloaded. I'm diving headfirst into that game next week for sure. I've been really like looking for an RPG to play right now. And like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has been that game for like just here and there, but I'm like, I don't really want to get super invested in it because I know I'm going to be playing Tokyo Mirage Sessions. So like I've kind of got it planned out to where like I'm going to play Tokyo Mirage Sessions and then Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and then what was the other one on here that I was going to try like after that? Like I have my Switch RPGs planned out since all my Xbox games are like smaller.
Yeah, because like
Valkyria Chronicles was the other one,
which I need to also pick up. I need to pick up the Valkyria. I need to get them on Switch. Like I said, I may have to, like, depending on how stuff go next week, I may have to order a bigger SD card because the one I got in is filled. It's filled, and mine was like a 400 gig one, and I'm like, what the heck did I put on here? Because the only big game that really should be on there is Luigi's Mansion, and that's about 3 point something gig, I think. Everything else should just be like save indie games or save data and stuff. So I gotta go through it and see what I need and what I could take off. And pretty much take off as in just throw everything on the cloud, and when I need to, I could re-download it if so needed. Uh, but yeah, that's pretty much, yeah. I'm going to Best Buy to go get it because I would have pre-downloaded this, but I'm like, no, I need physical. I need that box art. And hopefully they have. I just seen the Samus, the Dark Samus amiibo, so I think I'm gonna go pick that one up too tomorrow. But pretty much that's all I literally been playing. I'm trying to get down some indie games and first party games. Like you talking about the backlog challenge, dude. Like I'm like focused. And I know for Xbox and even though I won't be on Boss Rush this week, I've been playing Borderlands 3 to get that out of the way. I'm kind of relieved that game never came to Switch.
Yeah,
I pretty am relieved. Some of the announcements that came, I was just like, or announcement of a certain game that that got announced coming out next month. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then I thought about it, I'm like, me and Corey's not touching this game at all. Nice that it's coming, but we're not touching it at all. And it was a game that we did for pilot play, and I'm not going to say what it is, so you guys can take a guess with that.
Oh boy. So is that all you've been playing? Is that all you were?
Yeah, that's all I kind of been playing. I need to focus a game on PlayStation 4, and my body's been itching for Detroit Become Human. I think I'm gonna jump back into that before I get back to Dragon Quest and Ni no Kuni 2.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. What have I been playing? I haven't really been playing much because I'm trying to finish the website, and it's a lame excuse, but I want all of our content to be on there and just get it done because that's the mindset I have right now. But I did go back and try a few older games just to kind of, I don't know, I've just been having a really hard time trying to figure out what to play on Switch before Tokyo Mirage Sessions comes out. But I did play about a half hour of New Super Lucky's Tale.
Yes,
fun little
nice
platformer. It was on sale. It's fun. I really like the art style, and it's just kind of, it really reminds me of like Spyro and Crash, like those remasters, and just kind of like a whimsical kind of fun, positive style kind of game, like just a feel good kind of game, and run around. It's not amazing or anything, but it's fun. It's a good time. I'm really enjoying it. I played a little bit of N++, because
yes,
because why not, right? Like that game is just just needs to. I needed a platformer, and I've been trying to 100% some more levels, and so that was happening. And then I also popped in Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle,
which I need to get back to.
I kind of forgot what I was doing, so I think I'm going to start a new game of that eventually. But that game still is like, actually what prompted me to do that was when I was looking at our old PAL Block episodes, and I put all of our episodes from 2017 on the website yesterday.
Yeah.
And like we spent like 3 episodes in a row talking about that game and how much of a nice surprise it was and how much fun it was.
Yes. Is it funny that you mentioned that? I was watching that E3 a little bit when they showed it off. I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah. So I play a little bit of that, and that game is just a joy. I hate the rabbits, but that game makes it work. So that was really fun. I played a lot of Mario Kart in bed this week, actually. I don't know why I've gotten all the gold cups and all the whatever except for 200cc, but 200cc is just way too hard. You basically just have to like do automatic. Like the biggest tip to get gold cups and all those is you basically have to set it up to where, you know how it has all those accessibility modes where like you can always have the cargo or whatever. Like
Yes.
you basically turn that on and then just use the left trigger as a brake and just brake instead of accelerate. And I've been trying that. It's so hard. It's too hard, too difficult. So I've been playing that, and then what was the other game I started playing? I don't remember. I play a little bit of Breath of the Wild just to run around. I played some ukulele in the Impossible Lair. I'm in that place where like I'm just like really struggling to stick with a game, you know. The only game I've really been sticking with is Hellblade, but I only got to play that for another half hour, 45 minutes this week, just because it's been a long week and I've just been really tired and working on stuff, you know what I mean, and so it's just been a lot of I'm gonna dabble in this, dabble in that, kind of, you know, that kind of stuff. And I'm working on stuff, and I'm writing my Gears 5 review, because every game I finish this year I want to write a review on it, even if nobody really cares about the game anymore, you know, just to get my writing chops back up. And I just have to make a few edits on that Gears review, and I'm going to post it. But that's kind of it, you know. It's just kind of been here and there and not really doing a whole lot. So but yeah, that's kind of all I've been playing. So I guess we can get in some of these news bits now.
Yes.
So there's been a lot of news bits. You know, it's let's see here. I want to get into this Smash stuff because it's really important. That let's just get it out of the way. Fire Emblem's Byleth has been announced as the 5th challenger in the Ultimate Challenger Pack 1. A lot of people were disappointed, but I'm not. I mean, I know there's 1,000 Fire Emblem characters in this game, but this is actually one of them I will probably use, because Byleth is not just a sword character, right?
Yes.
Well, I keep saying she, but I guess you could go either way. You know, Byleth has ranged attacks. Byleth has, you know, kind of magic, and obviously the Sword of the Creator she'll have. So I'm really excited. I think the character models look great. I wish they looked. I mean, not to be mean about Fire Emblem, but I wish they looked this good in the game. Like, I wish Fire Emblem looked like this. I mean, I like the cell shaded kind of anime art style, but I wish it looked like their character models in Smash.
Yes.
So I'm excited. How do you feel about Byleth being added?
I was watching it and I was just saying he's good. He fits. And the thing about it is, he's one of the characters that people were just like, ugh, whatever, why you added him? But he's the character that that certain people are going to learn, and he is going to be like crazy good. Like, I love the fact that how he attacked, kind of grab and you go straight to him and attack them, and then like jump off. It has that DMC Devil May Cry mechanic mixed with the Castlevania mechanic. Like, so there's different I like how Sakurai said that they with each character they try to put in something new to make them feel different, to add something new to the game. And I feel like they really did add something with Blythe in it. I kind of don't care for like his smash attack. I know it's very anime and stuff. But I was just like, I don't know, something about this. I'm just like, it's cool. What he does in the game is like fascinating. I love watching it. And Sakurai like played them, or whoever was playing them, was doing a fantastic job, and I like that. And when it came to the his smash attack, I'm just like, I don't know, I'm not feeling this, but he fits in this game. And if they want to put Fire Emblem characters in, go right ahead.
Look, I'm expecting, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but I know we have questions about the next fighter pack, but I wouldn't be surprised if Eldegard and like the house leaders would be added at some point.
Yes.
Just because they're such important characters to that story. Like I just feel like that would happen.
Yeah. The reason why I feel like Dante wouldn't be in this game, or he's not going to come to this game. Capcom is late bringing Dante to Nintendo, and I think Sakurai don't look forward to putting someone like Dante in the game.
Yeah, but Joker is in it in Smash, and Persona's not on Switch.
Nintendo and Atlas has had a better relationship, and the Shin Megami Tensei games has been on the 3DS.
I mean, that's not 100% true. There's Mega Man's in there.
Yeah,
and, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
but
mean, like,
see,
I feel like I feel like Dante might be coming, but I feel like seeing the reaction to Dante today, like not being in Smash, like I feel like that might turn some heads a little bit. And I know they said the 6 fighters for the next pass are already chosen, but
yeah, I think people wanted Dante so they can have a Dante versus Bayonetta. I think
that's what I was expecting.
Yeah, people highly drew. People place a high expectation that is not seeable. Like it's just not doable. Capcom is. Because the thing about it is, when Wii U was around, Capcom had every right to put a Devil May Cry game on that platform. We could have got DMC and some of the other games on there, and Capcom chose not to do it.
Yeah,
So I would rather see. Well, you probably have questions about the other one, so I'll wait. But yeah, I actually was thinking when I was looking at it, when I was looking at Blythe, what came to my mind is Fury from Darksiders 3.
Yeah.
Like
I wouldn't be surprised if a Darksiders character showed up at some point.
Yeah, like because we don't really got anyone with a Scythe attack in that game, and I would love to see War, Death, Scythe, and Fury and Strife. I would love to see them in the game because each of those kind of weapons and fighters are already in Smash.
Yeah.
And so Nintendo really could go into that. And don't forget, Darksiders did come to Wii. Darksiders 1 and 2 did come to Wii U. So I could literally
they're on Switch too.
Yeah, of course, yes. I could literally see their arsenal really being in Smash and just be like, oh yeah, the 4 Horsemen versus the Smash characters. Oh, dude, I'm for that all together.
Yeah, I would love to see. I mean, I would just love to see them try to take any character and just try to add it, which I'm like, now that we're getting a season 2, I bet we get a season 3. And like, I really feel like we're going to start getting like really out of the box characters. I really do.
And I want to, I want to say that, if you look at everyone, if you look at all the characters that came to Smash besides Banjo-Kazooie, most of them are Japanese characters from Japanese developers. there hasn't been no American developers asked to have their character as a DLC fighter yet. And if Nintendo is want to expand on the season 2 and more, I think now they have a chance to reach out to other developers outside Japan, definitely with indies. Like we could see the girl from Cadence of Hyrule. We could see her being in Smash because Nintendo went to an indie developer.
Well, even if they don't do like full on characters, like okay, let's get into the next story because I feel like this plays into our next conversation. Cuphead, Rabbids, and Assassin's Creed Altair joined the Smash Brothers Ultimate list as Mii costumes. There's 2 versions of Mega Man. There's Mega Man X. Let's see. So the most interesting one, I think, is Cuphead, right? Because
dude, he looks so good.
The Cuphead costume looks amazing. It almost looks like it should just be a character, right? Like I think it looks awesome. It's the gunner character, but you know, it still uses the finger gun to shoot stuff.
Can I say he needs to be in Mario Maker 2 as an update? When they showed that little level that he was kind of in, like a Cuphead stage, I was just like, he needs to be in Mario Maker 2 as an update.
Well, it wasn't a Cuphead stage. I think it was the Kirby stage is what he was on, but it just fit so well.
Well, yeah, but I'm like, the way that it looked, like they was mimicking, like Nintendo doing a version of Cuphead and mimicking it. Yeah. Like it was it was a cool homage to it. And I was just like, I don't care about the graphics. I just need this like auto-scroll 2D shooter in Mario Maker 2. I would love that, dude, so bad.
Yeah. But yeah, the Cuphead costume looks amazing. It makes me mad though, because like now I want Shovel Knight stuff.
Yes,
I want Shovel Knight stuff. Like, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure Cuphead. Like, I know a lot of people love Cuphead and stuff, but like, where's my Shovel Knight character or costume or something? Like, where's my Shovel Knight, guys? Come on.
I will buy a Shovel Knight costume pack for like $5.99. Like, give me Shovel Knight, give me the treasure like the treasure trove stuff. Give me all of that. I will, dude. To have what's the third DLC for it? Shovel Knight,
the Spectre Knight.
The Spectre Knight, dude. I would love for him to be in Smash.
Yeah, just and all the ones they have amiibo for. Why not? Like, seriously, why not? I mean, I know why not, because it's deals and balancing and stuff like that, but like, come on.
I think Yacht Club would let Nintendo do it without no problem, because I think Yacht Club trusts Nintendo and Sakurai and Bandai Namco to be like, here, do what you guys do. We don't even care. Whatever you guys need from us, we're willing to give to you. I think Yacht Club would jump at the moment to do that.
Oh, I do too. I think they would too. I mean, they got excited because Shovel Knight was an assist trophy, so I mean, so did I, but I wanted a character, so I'm going to be greedy.
Nothing wrong with being greedy.
The last piece of news here is that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighter Pass Volume 2 will add an additional 6 fighters. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's roster is already larger than anything we could have imagined since the game released, but even more fighters are on the way. We already knew that a second fighter pass would be coming, but today the series director Sakurai revealed that it will contain 6 additional fighters. The new pass will be called Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighter Pass Volume 2. It will be available for pre-order on the 28th of January. So if you pre-order it, you get a Mii Sword Fighter Ancient Soldier costume from Breath of the Wild.
Yes.
Not as cool as Piranha Plant, but I digress. We do have a question about this, Ed. We're going to kind of skip the POW block for this question. Greg Schnabel writes in and asks, what are your guesses on the next wave of Smash characters? Wow, I really wish I could talk today. Uh,
Okay. Uh, I think Nintendo is gonna have Yokai Watch.
I
I have a
think.
feeling.
mm,
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I think there's gonna be 3 guest characters and 3 first-party characters. First of all,
Hmm.
it depends on. I feel like they might line up these games or these characters with games that are coming out.
Yeah, I think Astral Chain is gonna be there.
I
I
feel
have a
like
feeling.
I feel like that's an easy one. I feel like Astral Chain is an easy one.
Yes.
I
Uh,
am half tempted to say Geralt from The Witcher. Like I don't know. I know The Witcher is kind of big on Switch right now, and the show's taken off. I know that's probably improbable, but it's not impossible.
it's not improbable nor impossible. I think that may be a me fighter, me costume.
Yeah, that's dumb. I don't like the me costumes. I'm
I
sorry.
know, but
I don't care for the me costumes. I just want characters. Like I get that that's just kind of like an easy way to balance stuff, but man, they look dumb. They just
but
look
like
dumb.
I don't know. I think CD Project Red is just they're focused on something else. So to let Nintendo to have Gerald and stuff,
Dude, he was
they're-
in Daemon X Machina though.
that is true. So that did kind
I
of defeats
mean,
the point.
like,
Mm.
I just feel like he's in Daemon X Machina. Why wouldn't he just be like? Why wouldn't they just allow him to be in Smash?
Because that was a marvelous developed game.
It would be marvelous? Him in Smash. So, you know what I do think, though? I think there's going to be an ARMS character.
Oh,
I know
yes.
I know Springman and Ribbon Girl are both
Heck,
they're both assist trophies, but I feel like there's enough characters in that game, and I know people love other characters in that game.
yeah.
That they could probably add an ARMS character in there, especially if they want to kind of like test the waters to see if ARMS 2 could be viable in the future, right? Like
Yes.
I really feel like ARMS just fits, Like I'm surprised they didn't do that already.
Yeah, they probably had an idea of what they're going to do with ours, and they probably was testing things because I. This is going to sound so weird, everybody. But just go with me. I think if they would have Dawsim in Smash, they would have been able to figure out arms, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that they can't do it, but they have to figure out how do we take our own property in the way that game fighters fight. How do we put it into the Smash universe so that when they do attack, they're just not getting damaged all the way?
Yeah.
And I'm like, the best way to use R's or even to study R's is like if you play Dalsim in Street Fighter 2 or or Street Fighter 4. He might be in Street Fighter 5, I think, also. But if you play Dalsim and you learn them, you understand how to play arms and kind of use it. I think that would be a nice jumping off point. I will agree with you, Corey. I think arms would be a nice jumping off point for the DLC for season 2.
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking, hey, Codename Steam would make us yell like, "Wait, what?" and
Yeah,
just
Abe
go
Lincoln.
right there.
Uh,
Dude, that would literally be funny, and I am here for that so much.
Something else I was thinking of, because Bandai Namco developed this game. I'm trying to think of their catalog of characters. Like, I think a Tekken character isn't out of the question.
Yeah, Tekken or Soul Calibur is not out of the question.
Soul Calibur would might be more likely. I was also thinking, like, since Xenoblade is pretty popular, like Cosmos could be a fighter because she like that would bridge the gap between Xenosaga and Xenoblade because Cosmos is character in Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yes.
So, and I know, like, I was going to say Rex from Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but they already have a Mii costume, and Shulk is already in there from 1. So, I would say Cosmos would be a pretty decent guess.
They could bring anyone from the Tales series. So, Tales of Lloyd from Tales of Symphonia would be my pick for that.
The main guy from Skies of Arcadia.
Yeah, dude. Funny. Did you read that story?
Yeah, I did. I know that's what I was just thinking that when you said whatever you just said made me think of
Tales of Symphonia.
Yeah, every time I think of Tales of Symphonia, right behind it is Skies of Arcadia.
Skies of Arcadia.
I love Skies of Arcadia.
I love that game too. I could see that. Oh, please switch. Come on, Sega. Don't fool around with us. Give us that port.
Yeah, where's that Sega Ages port?
I would take it. Dude, I literally was thinking, and I kind of made a joke about this, but I was just like, the 2 guys from Alter Beast. As crazy as that sound, I'm like, I wonder what Sakurai would do it, if he would do it. And he may go back to SNK and pick someone from the Neo Geo fighting catalog, but I don't know who he would pick. Beautiful Joe from Capcom. I would love for that.
I could see Beautiful Joe. I could also see someone from, like, it'd be really stupid. It'd be almost like a Solid Snake situation, but I could see someone from Resident Evil, like Chris or Claire or Leon.
Yes. Well,
Jill.
The funny thing is, and I was thinking about this, I'm just like, Smash can't turn into Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
No, I know. I'm just throwing stuff around, trying to think,
But I would love for us to fight in RE2 in the, like, have a Smash level in RE2 remake in the police station.
Yeah.
You know, and then just like have the Nemesis come out and be like stars. Yeah. Like if you get like, dude, because I was actually thinking about, you know, really to throw everybody for a loop, just like a bonus level. Give us something from Eternal Darkness where the sanity affects the game and the gameplay and stuff.
Yeah, I think their goal is to have 100 characters in this by the time it's over. I'm just looking at the roster now, and like I'm trying to think of games that would fit. Like I just have my Switch open to the main screen. I've like Bomberman, the main character from SteamWorld Dig 2, Shantae, Rayman, Stranger from Stranger's Wrath. I think would be a cool character. I don't think that would ever happen, just because I know Lorne Lanning doesn't really care for Nintendo all that much. But
yeah, and I know Nintendo's trying to go for like popular characters, people that they will recognize. But I'm like, if
I know a lot of people want Crash and Spyro.
I don't think they will fit. They just don't have enough.
I think Crash could fit. I don't know about Spyro though. Like I would prefer, like, if they were going to pick one of those characters, I would prefer Spyro or Crash. But I feel like Crash is more iconic in like, you know, he was like the third, like in Mario versus Sonic. Crash entered the ring as like the third character in that fight, and like, I feel like his spin attack could work. I feel like him jumping would be fine. I feel like he would just feel a lot like Mario without any like projectiles, honestly.
Yeah. And it's weird because I'm just like, I feel like Jack and Daxter are better mascots than Crash.
I mean, I agree with you there, but I'm just saying in the grand scheme of things, like,
yes,
Crash was the first kind of PlayStation icon, and like, I think that would be really interesting to see him.
Yeah.
Also, I think a good possibility could be the character from Bloodstained. Yeah.
The main character, yeah.
Just because, like, the Belmonts are in there, I think that would be a decent pick. So, I don't know. There's a lot of characters that could go in there. We haven't even dove into Final Fantasy yet. Like, I know Cloud is in there, but, like...
Auron. Like
I
I'm
think.
still want Orin from Final Fantasy X being
Well,
there.
I think they're gonna pick a main character, like a protagonist that you play as, right? Like
Yeah,
as much as I would love like Orin
like
or uh, like Ash from 12 or anybody from those games, like I still think they would pick, if they were gonna pick anybody from 10, it would be Tidus or Yuna, right? Like
yeah.
uh,
I
but
I would go for Lightning. I would prefer
yeah,
Lightning. If I was gonna
I
pick
was gonna say
anyone else,
Lightning. They could line that up with like a Final Fantasy 13 release on Switch,
yes,
because there's a lot of
yes.
rumors that game might get remastered this year, in like a like a true remaster for Xbox One and PS4. So they could, and I know that those games are coming to Game
Game
Pass. So
Pass.
I want to give 13 another shot. That's a game
You
that
know,
I've
you
been
know
wanting to
what?
play.
If I think if Square Enix was able to do the trilogy for $60 just digitally for Switch, or even 80, if
Well,
they
I
want to
mean,
do
I
that.
think each game would be $30. Just because, like, I just
Would you do like a $75 3-pack? If it was cheaper, like if you get the 3-pack, you get all three games. But
yeah.
if you want each
I
of them,
mean,
that's $9.99.
I could see they'd charge like $30 per game, or like a $60 bundle or $70 bundle or something. Like I could
Yeah,
totally see that. But just playing on the Square side, like I could totally see Sora coming in from Kingdom Hearts, especially if they're gonna put these games on Switch at some point.
would they have to speak to Disney about that,
That's the
or
only thing, is like the Keyblade has a Mickey Mouse head on it, and I don't know if like they would have to talk to Disney. I don't know if Disney owns the rights to Sora or not. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how
yeah,
weird that is, but I could see Sora in here just because Kingdom Hearts has been such a staple on Nintendo platforms. I mean,
yes,
not maybe the numbered series, but definitely the spin-off
the
series.
75% of the story is on Nintendo
I know.
platform.
You have to
So
own a GBA, a DS, and a 3DS to
yeah,
experience the entire
exactly.
story.
I
So
mean, everybody who got like the 1.5 and all of that, like the collections, that's fine. But majority of when they first came out, all of that was on Nintendo
yeah,
platforms.
yeah.
So
So I mean, we have a lot of guesses, obviously, but those are the main ones. I don't know. Is what?
uh, I know we got two characters from Earthbound, but maybe someone from Mother 3, like who knows, or something from let's see. I was thinking ActRaiser, the game that Antonio don't know about.
Yeah,
You
that's
guys to
funny.
watch that episode. But I could see something from Square Enix when Enix was by itself and they had games coming out. I would
Yeah,
love like ActRaiser. I would love for that to happen.
yeah.
Um,
I could also see another Pokemon, just because those expansions are coming out, and you could easily line up one of those Pokemon. Like I know that there's like a Kung Fu Bear Pokemon that is linked to the expansion pass, and I think that would be an easy win for them, just to link
yeah.
something like that. You know what I mean? Like that's totally something simple that they could do. So
Streets of Rage, Final Fight, like those characters from those games could come to
yeah,
it.
but all right. I think we've talked enough about Smash characters, because we could just keep listing them for 4 hours and still not be done. We're gonna move away from Smash and get into some other things. Just real quick bits here. Fortnite's most famous streamer, Ninja, gets his own in-game skin as part of the Fortnite Icon series. They're actually putting real people in the game now, which is kind of terrifying. But if you're into Fortnite and you're into streaming, like, I don't know, the Ninja skin looks cool. So there's that. I really don't have anything else to say about it, but that's cool.
Me neither.
There's a couple Metro games coming to the Switch. Metro 2033 and 20 or Metro Last Light. They're $24.99 a piece on the eShop. So yeah, exciting.
Yeah.
There's a physical edition coming with all DLC content and on a 16-bit cart, so that's cool for both games. And
it's next month, like February 28th.
Yeah, it's like real soon. So those games were really interesting. We did a pod and play on one. It was like the one that made me decide to like, okay, we really need to upgrade our equipment here, because it was literally running at like 3 frames a second or something stupid.
It was
towards the end.
It was the quickest game that it was the quickest game that we did a pod and play, and then we both deleted it from our PlayStations.
Yeah,
I took that crap off quickly.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really enjoy those games. I appreciate those games, but I did not enjoy them.
Yes.
That weird game that was killing PlayStations is coming too. What was it called? Hold on, I got it here. Genshin Impact, an open-world adventure that appears to take a healthy amount of inspiration from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, is coming to Nintendo Switch. When I first heard about this game, I really wanted to play it because I like Breath of the Wild, but if it kills my Switch, I'm going to not play it. So it looks cool, though. Like it looks cool. It looks like Breath of the Wild, so... Well, if that's what they were aiming for, they did their job.
Right, and it's not coming here to America. It's not, they announced anything from the West, but wherever it's coming out for PlayStation, it's also getting the Switch one. So I would love to see how that goes. I wonder if people are going to do the import thing. They probably will. But yeah, I seen it and I was just like, oh, I didn't expect this, because the game's not even out for PlayStation yet.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. The second to last story we're going to talk about here, Fire Emblem Three Houses gets a 4th house in the next wave of DLC, which is really cool. It makes me just want to play this game again. As if the addition of Byleth to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate wasn't enough to please Fire Emblem fans, Nintendo has also dropped info on Twitter detailing the next wave of Expansion Pass DLC, which introduces a secret 4th house into the mix. The Ashen Wolves are the latest clan to join the 3 existing houses in Fire Emblem Three Houses. As detailed in the trailer above, a house in name alone, as the trailer informs us. It seems to be made up of disenfranchised students who need guidance. They appear to reside in the Abyss, a place beneath Garrick Mach. The surface world turned its back on us, and we did the same in return. So there's new characters, new costumes, new areas to explore. So this really makes the new characters look really cool. Their style, it kind of doesn't really fit with the rest of the game, but I still think it looks interesting. So
I think this is going to draw a lot of people back to the series, back to the game, and it's going to sell more copies now because of this DLC.
Yeah, there's also a new side. There's also a new side story being added to this DLC called Cindered Shadows, which explores the origins of the Ashen Wolves. So,
nice.
Sign me up. Man, I love Fire Emblem so much. I'm one of those people. I'm that guy now.
A lot of people are going to get back to this game, touch it, and be sucked in once again.
Yeah. All right, the last story we're going to talk about on News Bits, because we have a couple questions to get to. Switch up your fighting style in the Nintendo version of Devil May Cry 3. Experience 6 different combat styles on the fly. Although there was a theory that Dante from Devil May Cry series would be announced for Smash Bros. Ultimate after Devil May Cry 3, producer teased a little something extra for Switch players along with some key dates. In the end, we got Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses. So now that we know who the DLC character is, what does this mean from Capcom? Turns out it was a new feature allowing Nintendo players to seamlessly switch between combat styles on the fly. This option means players can select from 6 different combat styles. 4 are available from the beginning, and 2 more are unlocked as you progress. Capcom says the feature will create opportunities for some existing new triple S stylish combos.
Yeah, so what they took from Devil May Cry 5, they inputted in this game. So
Oh, is that what that is?
yeah,
Oh, okay. That's cool.
cause you was able to switch while doing not doing the, you was able to switch styles on the fly without having to go to the like main screen or anything. But I didn't get it. I think you can do it for combos. It's just like you got to be really quick to do it. And I think that idea they implemented in this game, which is really cool because like I've never played Devil May Cry 5. I mean Devil May Cry 3, and so I'm ready to play in this game. And then we still got one more announcement that they haven't even teased, that they teased for Devil May Cry 3. So I can't wait.
Yeah,
but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. I'm excited these games are finally making their way to a Nintendo console. Hopefully they get to all of them. I mean 5, okay, I could see that not coming, but 4 and DMC I would definitely love to see come over. So DMC, man, underrated game. People's opinions have been changing on that game recently, and it's, I mean, on one hand I'm happy, but on the other hand I'm like, where were you when this game came out?
Right.
It was so good, and then you crapped on it, so they went back to the old games.
People were in their feelings about the character, and just so really passed on a phenomenal game, like fantastic.
Yeah. All right, Ed, I'm going to get into these questions from Question Block. Remember, you can email us at nintendopowblock@gmail.com or look for our social media threads on Twitter and Facebook under the Boss Rush Games Twitter and Facebook page. Let's go with Lee's question first. Lee Navarro.
Hi, Lee.
I've been talking with him. I want to get Boss Rush Games involved in their Extra Life program as like a promoter for them. So
yes,
he does great work for Extra Life, and you know I'm really happy that someone is really taking the time to do that every year, and they always do such a big event every year, and it's really amazing what they're doing. So shout out to Lee and Becky and Ray. So
yes.
He asks, what's the backstory on the title of Boss Rush Games? I love my backstories. Well, I don't know. It's kind of boring, I guess.
Well, I know while we was digging up names, we landed on codename NX, the NX project, because definitely us talking a lot about Nintendo and Xbox, and Corey looked to his right or to his left when me and him was talking. He seen the box for codename Steam, and then when he mentioned codename NX, that was just like, that's it, that's our name, and we were still thinking of names because we just didn't have anything concrete, but we all love codename NX. And then Corey, I'll hand it over to you on how the rest happened.
I mean, we were just kind of like trying to find a cool name, right? Like I mean the NX project and stuff is cool, but like we wanted something that really represented games and kind of what we wanted to do with the show and everything. And then after we brought Nintendo Power Block back, we were like, we need to do something, right? And now that we're talking about Arsenal X coming back and everything, like I think Boss Rush fits, but like honestly, I just threw Boss Rush Games out there because I thought it sounded cool, but I thought for sure that name was taken somewhere, right? Like, and everything for the most part, except for someone on Twitter who hasn't tweeted since 2015, and some like a Twitch streamer who hasn't streamed since 2017 have Boss Rush Games. They're not even the same person. So we did that, and I was like, what does everybody think of this? Because it's a cool name, and it doesn't exist anywhere, and the domain is available, and the Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter are all available in some form. And then like we got Boss Rush Games live on Mixer and Twitch. Like, okay, and we have the YouTube URL to Boss Rush Games now. Like, everything just kind of fell into place, and everybody kind of agreed on it, and that's kind of how it ended up. Like, we just ended up with it. So, I mean, it's kind of a boring story, but like we were just trying. It was more of like a brainstorming session, and everybody kind of agreed on it. So
Yes.
You know, it was really fun creating all the new logos for it too. By the way, like
Yes.
finding the font and really kind of putting them together, and having the main logo, and then I love our new Nintendo Power Block logo that kind of fits in with it. I love, and I'll have to send you the Nintendo Direct Recap Show logo, because
Okay.
you're gonna die. It looks awesome. So I mean, it was just really fun putting together the new logos and the new look, and it. I talked about this a little bit on Ray's 1v1. I mean, it's not going up for a while, but like it really kind of sparked a new sense of creativity, to do all these logos and backgrounds and websites again. Like it just you know what I mean? Like it was awesome for all of us to kind of come up with it and just get it out there.
And I know it doesn't connect to actually what a boss rush is. So, in case people don't know what it is that a boss rush is when the only thing you really do is fight a boss, and then when you beat that boss, you go to the next level, which is find another boss. Some games do have it. A prime example is if you play Mega Man, just using that as an example, the first one. There's a point where you have to fight all six of the robot masters again. That is a boss rush in the solid sense. And although us as four don't really play a lot of boss rush games, Cuphead is a good one that we enjoy from time to time. Just hearing it and just seeing, like Corey said, the logo and the artwork, and us just kind of coming together to agree on it, we were like, yeah, that fits very well. That fits. And so that's how and the story that Corey said, that's Boss Rush Games.
Yeah. So I mean, it was fun. I mean, the backstory's not great, but it was fun to come up with it and kind of agree and kind of have it kind of like it really helped unify everything too. Kind of bringing everything under it. I just felt like everything was so separated out for a while, and part of it was because like I was trying to do too many different things at once, and then now that Boss Rush is the only focus, it's been really nice to unify everything and be under one banner and everything. So
yes,
yeah. I sent you the logo, by the way.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at. I was trying to look at it on the phone.
You might have to click on it because the white's not going to show up on the white. But anyways, our next question comes from Samantha Cross. She asks, what third-party ports are still missing from the Switch that you would like to see?
Well, it was rumored that we might get the BioShock collection. But still, like for me, Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Grace's F, those were two big Tales games that I play and I definitely enjoy, and I definitely want them to come to Switch. Funny enough, I would love to see Spec Ops The Line come to Switch.
Yeah,
and I know Jaeger's not around, but I kind of would love. We don't have any third-person cover-based shooting on Switch, so I would love for that game to be like a lead for something like that to come to the system.
Yeah. I think for me, the easy one is the Mass Effect trilogy. Like
Mhm.
I really want the Mass Effect trilogy to come, and I know that there is a rumor swirling around that they are remastering the original Mass Effect, and that we might get something this year with that. But I don't know. I would really like to see that. Man, I don't know. I don't really know what I want anymore from like third party stuff. Like The Witcher opens up so many possibilities, but you have to get the right studio to port the games right, and it all depends on if there's a Switch Pro coming, right? Like there's all these different avenues that they could go.
Yeah, I would kind of love to see Geometry Wars to come to Switch.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Like
that collection.
I think.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I think a lot of. I still think it's no question that Microsoft's smaller third or first party like indie game style things, like, you know, the next Ori game, I can almost say without a doubt will probably come to Switch. Battletoads will probably come to Switch at some point.
Yeah.
Like, I still want them to put rare replay on the Switch. Like,
yes.
Like have Conquer and Donkey Kong and Perfect Dark all on the Switch. Like, I think that would be an awesome thing. Even if it's just digital, you know, like,
yes,
I would love that. Absolutely love that, because you would get all the Banjo games, and like, I know it would be like a big file and everything, but like, still, that'd be really cool to have all those classic Rare games on a Nintendo platform again. And I don't think it's undoable, right? I mean,
right.
I don't know. I would really like to see Rare Replay come to Switch at some point.
I'm still hoping for Stephen Dawes Definitive Edition to come to it.
Tomb Raider is
Tomb
also
Raider.
The whole trilogy, I think, is a big one.
Yeah, I would love to see some Japanese imports, like arcade games come, that we never got to play. Like, of course, we got like Twinbee and stuff, but I want to see more of that, like, really come to it. Like some of the Xbox Live games, indie arcade or live arcade, and some of the PlayStation stuff that came to those platforms and not come to Switch. Like, I would love to see that. Like, I would love to see Bionic Commando, that remake, come to Switch. I would love for Capcom to do that. That would literally be cool.
Yeah, I would like to see like a more modern Monster Hunter game come to Switch. Maybe not. I mean, probably not Monster Hunter World, but like, you know what I mean? Like a more modernized take on Monster Hunter, which it's probably in the works, just how popular the Switch is in Japan and how popular Monster Hunter is over there. Like,
I would do Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate from Wii U. I would put that on Switch.
I mean, they already have generations. You don't want to go backwards.
People still bought that game and played it for years.
I know they did, but like, I don't know. I would like to see the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes come, but I know that engine is probably really difficult to port down. But, you know, I would like to see them, just because like all the other ones are there, right? All the main numbered ones. And
yeah,
I would like to see 2, 3, and 7 come over at some point. But
that's the same with Assassin's Creed. I would like to see Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 come to Switch.
Yeah, like the Ezio collection, or like, I know there's a big rumor that the expansion pass for Ragnarok is going to come with a fully redone version of 1, because it's some sort of anniversary for the first game or something. In 2021, I think it's like the 15-year anniversary of 1.
I wonder what they do, like Moonwalk, Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, the arcade game for Switch.
Now you're just reaching.
What? I'm just saying, what if she asked if what we could wish. I'm like, I would love to see that kind of arcade port, because of course the Genesis version is different, but I'm like, if it was possible to have like an arcade game like that, because Special Channel 5 is coming back, and that had Michael in it.
Yeah. Well, I don't really know now. Like, there's a man, I can't even think right now. I would like to see
Virtua Fighter. Those games need to be on Switch.
Man, I don't know now. I don't know. There's so many there's so many third party games I could see come eventually,
Yes.
The Grand Theft Auto 3 trilogy, like that series of games I could see come over, like older games like that, like Red Dead 1, those types of games. I could see Saints Row 4 finally making its way over, which is a rumor, I think.
The re-elect edition, like the DLC.
Yeah, I think that version is rumored to be coming. I don't know, man. I think there's a lot that they could possibly do at some point.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot, man. There's
we don't
a lot.
need.
I would
We
like
don't
to
need
see
BMX Triple X. We don't need
no,
that.
we don't need that. I would like to see, EA put more effort into their sports games. Like I would like to see a Madden port, but I know we're not going to get one. Even though NBA 2K sells amazingly on Switch, and that game is awesome on Switch, but that's just me. All right, let's get to our last question here. It comes from the one and only Deshaun Malone. He asks, so what's going to happen with the next Nintendo Direct? Do you expect a large or small one, and what can you expect throughout the year?
I think it's gonna be another 43 minute Direct.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be. I don't even know if it's gonna be that long, man. I think it's gonna be it's probably gonna be. Man, I don't even know now. I feel like it's gonna be one of those 25 to 35 minute ones, and it's gonna detail what's coming out this spring.
I think we're gonna get updates on the stuff that they showed at E3. See,
I don't know though. I feel like they're gonna give release dates on games we already know, like Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I bet we see more Bravely Default 2. I bet we see more kind of smaller third party stuff get announced. I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah, but like stuff like Streets of Rage 4, Panzer Dragoon and stuff.
Yeah, because that was supposed to be out at the end of last year, and it wasn't, right? So
and some of that stuff got delayed, or didn't even. They got delayed, and we didn't know. But I think they're going to be doing like some indie games. Some of the big stuff they probably save for later. So there might be games and ports that we don't know about that finally will get announced. So I think like the BioShock collection that could show up in a Direct.
I'm expecting a lot of collection ports.
Yeah. We won't get nothing on Metroid Prime 4. We may get something.
Metroid, Zelda, and Bayonetta I feel like are going to be E3 this year.
Yeah,
I feel like if they're going to focus on those games at all this year, those games are coming to E3, right?
Yeah,
like
I think
they could touch on Breath of the Wild a little bit, the sequel, but also I see more of them announcing the 2 Wii U ports that are rumored, and now rumored to be at least 3 Wii U ports now, which there aren't many left, so you better pick and choose which ones they are. And I bet it's Pikmin, Wonderful 101, and Super Mario 3D World. I don't know why they're not bringing those Zelda games over, but those are the 3 games. Those are my guesses. Because, I think they said there need to be a lot of work done to Xenoblade Chronicles X. The three games I want the most are the ones that aren't coming. The 2 Zelda games and Xenoblade X.
Yeah. I think Astral Chain might get some DLC. I think Platinum probably working on that, and Platinum might have some news for Bayonetta 3. Like we might see some concept art or something, have an idea. And same with Zelda, Breath of the Wild, we might get a little tease, and they might show some concept art.
What if Platinum? I know we'll probably get Wonderful 101 this year at some point, but what if Platinum teases Vanquish for Switch?
Oh, please do. I think
because the 10-year anniversary stuff is coming.
Corey, if I'm off and you at work, I'm calling you at work crazy.
I mean, the 10-year anniversary Bayonetta Vanquish 2-pack is coming to Xbox One and PlayStation 4.
Mm-hmm.
And Bayonetta's already on Switch, so I don't know why they wouldn't put Vanquish out for like $30 digitally.
Yeah, I would actually put Vanquish out for $20. Shadow drop Vanquish, and be like, lead that into Vanquish 2. And also the one game by Swery 7, whatever his name is, the one that they show, it was the follow up to
Deadly
his
Premonition.
Deadly Premonition. We'll probably get more detail about that.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
You know, and we'll probably get some stuff that they showed in Japan. Probably got localized. Maybe we'll get Deltarune Chapter 2 from Toby Fox.
I think we'll see that game that Yacht Club is publishing, the Shadow. What's it called? Shadow something. The ninja game.
Yeah.
Cyber Shadow is what it's called, right? Cyber Shadow. I bet we'll see that.
Yeah, because I know Nintendo. I know Nintendo Life did an update about it, so we might see that. Yeah.
So I don't know. I think throughout the year, I think this first one's not gonna probably be the smallest direct we get this year. But I feel like what?
Do you think Captain Toad Treasure Tracker 2?
No, not yet.
Okay. But you think possible?
I don't know. I think that I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to know because they just released the DLC for that one, for the first one last year. So I don't know. I think they would do Super Mario 3D World port before they do a Captain Toad sequel.
Gotcha.
Man, I really don't know. I would hope there was something big in this direct that like everybody is shocked to see. You know, because like I'm kind of expecting like a Mario sports game. I'm kind of expecting some ports. I'm kind of expecting
Shin Megami Tensei 4.
Some of these third-party games to be announced.
Yeah, because Sega Atlas, they got to come with something.
I am kind of expecting to see the Switch exclusive Tales game at some point this year that they announced at the Switch launch event, and we haven't heard anything about it since. And we got Tales of Vesperia last year, the definitive edition, so I could see them doing something.
What was that Fox game that was at Microsoft's press conference? The RPGs of the
I could see that coming at some point too.
Is Microsoft publishing it, or it's just that's an indie game?
Microsoft is publishing it.
I think
I put that in the same kind of wheelhouse as Cuphead and Ori, right? I feel like Microsoft will put something on Switch this year.
Sonic would fit definitely for that system.
I bet it's Ori at the end of the year, but
everybody's expecting and hoping it because I think Ori 2 not being on Switch will feel like the series is incomplete without it.
Well, I feel like I just got Ori in the Blind Forest on Switch, and it's unless you want to play it in 4K, which don't get me wrong, that game probably is gorgeous in 4K. The Switch version is actually the definitive way to play it because it's 60 frames a second and not 30. And that's unique to the Switch version as far as I know. Now they could have updated the Xbox One X version to 60 frames, but So I don't really know what to really. I could see something like, because Half-Life is big right now, I could see them doing something with Portal, like bringing Portal over. Portal 2.
Maybe Remnant from the Ashes could come on Switch, because that game could, if Ashes could run on Switch.
Look, if the Witcher can run on Switch, that's the new default. If the Witcher can run on Switch, I've been playing around so much figuring out if I should get The Witcher on Switch or not, and I can't pull the trigger right now. I want to, but
That's fine. I say wait for a sale.
I mean, it is on sale.
I mean, like wait for a deeper sale.
Yeah, like when it's like $20.
Yeah, $25.
Yeah, I'll probably wait till this summer because Tokyo Mirage Session comes out in a half hour as of this recording. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 will be out, or 1 will be out, and I'll play 1 and 2 back to back. And then one of the Final Fantasy. Yeah, I don't have time for this.
There's a lot on the plate.
And I keep failing to mention that I already own the game on Xbox and it's on Game Pass. So
for The Witcher 3?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I have better ways to play it. It's just
look, I own it on PlayStation 4. This is bad, dude. I own it on PlayStation 4 physically and digitally, and I own it for Xbox One physically.
Look, man, the thing is though is like it's the Breath of the Wild thing where like I played so much of Breath of the Wild in handheld mode, collecting stuff and doing side quests and grinding out gear. And then I played the big story moments on the TV, and like that's my conundrum with The Witcher is like I could probably finish The Witcher on Switch. I don't know if I would be able to finish it on the other consoles.
Yes,
that's the thing, and so I don't know. It's weird. There's a few games on sale that I really want, but I'm not gonna do. So yeah, and sorry everybody if you hear. My wife's cat is in the litter box. So if you hear scratching and pooping, that's the cat. But anyways, what I expect throughout the year, I expect E3 to be a major blowout again. Like I feel like they're going to bring all their big guns. I feel like honestly, I kind of feel like it might be time for a 2D Mario game or a 3D Mario game like Odyssey 2. I really feel like they're going to bring Odyssey 2 or some sort of 3D Mario game.
Yeah, I think right now, because of a lot of stuff getting delayed to two games getting delayed to September, I think everybody's looking at what do we do now. And definitely at this point in time, I'm like, Nintendo, I know you don't really got much planned for the first like 6 months for like really have besides Animal Crossing and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX. Like those are kind of your two big first party games after Tokyo Mirage Session at this time. But right now, whatever Nintendo does in releases, I think they're great holdover games that I think people should look into and pick up and play. And so Nintendo could be like super profitable just this first half of the year until like The Last of Us 2 drop, until Cyberpunk 2077, The Avengers, Final Fantasy 7 remake, like Resident Evil 3 remake. Before like those like really drop, Nintendo and indies could drop games here and there, and it would give some people reason to pick up games and buy instead of just holding out for those certain type of games and stuff. And I think Nintendo's in a position that we could make some kind of money if we just drop stuff here and there. People will look out for what we have, because even if their 2020 is not big, because like I think this year belongs to Microsoft, Nintendo is there to fill in the gaps, and those filling the gaps can make them really profitable this year. I think they're going to go big in 2021.
Yeah. I honestly, man, somebody made a good point on the internet the other day on a show I was listening to, where two of Monolith Sauce for studios are on Breath of the Wild 2. All of I forget how many internal studios Nintendo. I know Indie Cube is working on asset creation. Like it's almost all hands on deck for Zelda.
Yes,
and it's been, by the time holiday 2020 rolls around, it'll be what, 3 years and 8 months since Breath of the Wild. Like, there's a real strong chance that we could get that sequel this year. And like, you know, they're using the same engine, they're using the same character models for Zelda and Link. You know, they're using a lot of the same assets. Like, there's a real possibility we could be getting Breath of the Wild 2 at the launch of Xbox One and PS5, or Xbox Series X and PS5, like, to battle those systems.
Right, but to know Nintendo and all of them coming together, they're thinking of a lot of things to incorporate, and that may take time.
I'm sure they are, but almost 4 years is a long time.
Yeah, I would say this: if they can get it out and it hits the right spot, that this just doesn't feel like a rehash. I think that not only being I don't think they would be competitive. I think it would complement those games. So in case if Microsoft don't have a big lineup for Series X to release, in case PlayStation 5 don't have a big lineup to release for launch games and stuff, that Zelda title is there. So it's a guarantee that people will be like, well, even though I got these big systems, I know that I could get Zelda and get something really out of this. That might be mind blowing.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, I still think, like, I don't know. I still think, like, there's a real possibility, because there's 6 years between Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild. But they built a new engine. They were building HG assets for the first time. They were building a new physics engine, which takes a lot of time.
Yes.
And like, if they already had DLC ideas that they didn't use because they would become just too massive, like, to me, they already had a lot of ideas in place too, you know?
Yeah.
So I still think
they like to incorporate craziness.
I know, but I still think, like, Breath of the Wild 2 is a 2021 title, but I would not put it past them to try to get it out in 2020. Like, just because all hands on deck, man. Like, that's just what it feels like from, you know, looking at going into trusted sources and them saying, like, okay, this is what we're hearing Nintendo is doing.
And they know that if that game gets delayed, even later on to 2021, it works. Like, and people be like, we expect this.
And to be honest, I don't know if Nintendo really needs to. And part of me thinks, like, they'll try to go head on with Zelda this fall, but another part of me is just like, I think Nintendo is really comfortable where they're at with Switch, and like, they might just let Microsoft and Sony just fight each other this fall, and then maybe get a Breath of the Wild 2 release in May or March, like they did with the first one. So that's, I mean, I'm of two minds of it, but that's kind of my thought process, I guess.
You know, Nintendo wants to put that polish, and I don't think they want to put Zelda out to die or to compete. They want to be like, we want to put this out for you guys to really take your time and experience. And if this could change gaming, or just an idea of where we could do with the Zelda franchise, we would love to do that. You know, they really want to give this game like space, and so they'll let everybody else do what they need to do. And once that die down, bam, here's the first game of the year or mid game of the year that we know that you guys are anticipating, and hopefully it meets your expectations or surpass them, or even if you don't have none, that it really just blows your mind on what we came together and created.
Yeah, for sure. So but yeah, I mean, throughout the year, just to wrap up this question, I think E3 is going to be a big E3. I bet there'll be another decent sized direct in September. And then, you know, I was looking at our shows, like when we were talking about Nintendo stuff for the directs and stuff. There was one in September, and there was a Pokemon one in November, and then there was Smash one scattered out for the fighters, and like I'm sure we'll get those specific ones, right? Like we'll get a Pokemon Direct probably updating people on what Pokemon are coming in the expansion pass.
We'll definitely get Indie World and
yeah, but like in terms of just like real directs.
Well, I consider the Indie World stuff as a big direct in a sense because we got the UK one and we got the American one, and how they play off each other week by week when they do that. Indies is still important to the Switch, and people will pay attention to indies, to those showcases, if Nintendo is willing to do that.
Yeah.
So they hold that in high regard, like it's a regular Nintendo Direct. So.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I still we're gonna do a big direct recap after that first direct. So we are bringing that back, and I'm really excited to do that.
I'm really hoping that we get an announcement tomorrow, or we get an announcement Monday that we got a direct coming.
It'll probably be next week. I don't think they would have two directs in a like. You know,
well,
how they go. Like, if there's
you mentioned that it would probably be a direct next week, and so like they would announce it next week. So that's why I'm hoping for
there's
Friday.
If there's a direct on Thursday, they'll announce it on Tuesday, right? Like I mean, that's just how it's always been. So,
yes.
I don't know, maybe not next week, but I think within the next 2 or 3 weeks, we're gonna get a pretty decent sized direct detailing the spring and probably into E3, right? Like probably first half of the year, I would say. So pretty excited for that when that happens, but that's gonna wrap up our question block here. Remember, you can email the show at nintendopowblock@gmail.com. And that's gonna do it for the show. I want to thank everybody for watching. Remember, you can download Nintendo Power Block every Saturday on your podcast service of choice, or stream it on Spotify and iHeartRadio. Just search for Nintendo Power Block Podcast or Boss Rush Games, and all of our shows will pop up there. Remember to rate and review us on your podcast service of choice. If you're watching live on Mixer or Twitch, remember to click that follow button. We really appreciate it. Just a little note before we get out of here. Ed and I are planning Thursday night Power Block, which is just a whole night of Nintendo content. We might even do it, twice a week if schedule permits, but definitely on Thursdays. We're gonna do a pre-show, just kind of talk to the audience or have a topic to talk about, and then get into the podcast shortly after, and then move into either our retro game show or just play some Nintendo games together and just chat and have a good time until about midnight Eastern time or so. It's going to be a good time. And then also we will be detailing plans for Sunday Night Arsenal, which is going to be our Xbox themed night for streaming, which will probably be something similar. I know Jesse wants to do stuff with Game Pass, so we'll probably play some random Game Pass games on Sundays. But there's going to be details. I think I'm going to make a video detailing on just because we're starting to do a lot more now, especially on the audio front. So I'm going to kind of make a video that details what shows are going on, which audio feeds, and kind of give a detail on what we're planning on doing on YouTube and what we're planning on streaming and stuff like that. So look out for that. Also, there'll probably be a detailed article with that video on bossrushgames.com. So just check it out. You can follow us on Twitter to figure that out. And then what else? Oh, yeah, if you are subscribed watching us on YouTube, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. We've gained 3 subscribers this week, which I'm really,
Yay.
for only posting podcasts for the last couple months, it's pretty decent. I'm pretty excited for our upcoming content. But yeah, this has been Nintendo Power Block episode 178. Ed, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at ThatBretcherCode. Check out Optional Opinion on SoundCloud and other places. And check out Boss Brush Podcast here on Boss Brush Games and on our YouTube channel.
Yeah. You can follow me at CoreyNHD713 on Twitter. You can also follow me on CoreyNHD on Instagram and Mixer. You can follow all of our content on bossrushgames.com and subscribe at bossrushgames.com/subscribe. I'm moving all of our classic content over to the Boss Rush Games YouTube channel. So the next few weeks, you'll probably be seeing old videos and content going up. It's okay. I know that it's going up. So there's that. And then, our website, I'm building that out. I'm fleshing it out, making sure everything is backdated and posted correctly and everything. And it's just very exciting to see the website kind of come together like this. And it's funny because I'm posting all the old Power Block episodes with the old thumbnails.
Yes.
And like just to watch our logo kind of evolve over the years. Oh man, dude, that first font we used. Why did you let me use that font?
Because I was just excited to be doing the podcast with you.
It was like 90s bad, like.
Well, don't forget you weren't sending me stuff like that, like
I know, but
to discuss the stuff.
But why were you letting me do that? It was just bad. Our logo looks cool now, though.
Yes,
I love our logo, man. Like not just the ones on the thumbnails, but the one that's like in our back, like on our, like when you watch the show, you see the logo underneath us. Like I think that logo looks really cool. I'm really happy with that logo, and I'm really happy with the direct recap logo too. So I'm trying to make our Nintendo Power Block stuff look really uniform.
Yeah.
It's going to really suck to redesign this when the Switch goes out, when Nintendo puts out their next system. Because I really like the Joy-Cons on each side. Dude, that's really going to suck when the Switch is no longer the main console. I've designed all of our logos around the stupid Joy-Cons. Anyways, this is quite an outro. I want to thank everybody for watching. Remember to rate, review, subscribe, like, share on whatever platform you listen to us on. And until next time, we love you.
Bye, everybody. Woo!